No, let's start this back. Let's start this back up. Let's do this. We'll let it go silent, and then we'll start it back up. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Open Mic'd. This is episode 3, trigger warning. Wasn't planning on making this episode today. Then again, I wasn't planning on making my last episode last night, but here we are. Basically what happened today was, my anxiety came back. One of the things that forced me to go to the hospital the first time around was I had trouble trying to relax. I couldn't relax. I knew I needed to sleep and relax, but unfortunately I just couldn't do it, and that caused a lot of anxiety. That forced me to go to the hospital, only to find out that I got labeled or diagnosed bipolar. At the time, I was upset about, hey, what's going on, Kavika? I'm also live streaming this on Twitch. At the time, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, this is going to be fun. Hey, buddy, just so you know, today's episode, I'm going to talk about my mental health. I'm going to talk about your dad helping me out today. If you want to listen, that's fine by me. I don't know if you'll understand most of what I'm going to say, but I think you're a smart kid, and you know that. I don't know. I think you're a smart kid. I think you'll figure this out. Just know that I love you. So, basically what happened today was, I got done doing my death by PowerPoint. I went out for my daily walk just to, decompress. And I came back and just was not in a good mood. I was feeling kind of cranky or crabby, and I don't know why I was feeling that way. I had no reason to feel that way. So I do know that last night I had trouble sleeping. I am prescribed some sleep medication. Let me pull it up right now. As long as I don't hurt myself in the process. So I am prescribed hydroxyzine, 25 milligrams of that. That's my sleep pills that help me fall asleep, obviously. And then I'm also subscribed. I'm also prescribed aripiprazole, or whatever it's called. 15 milligrams of that. And so last night I took my medication. I took the bedtime medication, and I knocked out. But I woke up 4 hours later, in just hot, in a pool of sweat. Granted, my heater was on, and I had my comforter on, But I just like, I woke up 4 hours after taking that pill. I tried to fall back asleep, but I couldn't, so I did the next best thing and folded my laundry, which was very therapeutic. And an hour later, I ended up falling asleep after that. So I woke up around 2 o'clock in the morning. I woke back up around 7:30, still feeling kind of tired, but at least I got some sleep in. Fast forward to coming back from the walk. I'm feeling tired, I'm feeling sleepy, and I want to take a nap, but like my heart's just racing. Or I feel like my heart's racing. I feel like stress is starting to come over me. And like I just want to relax. Like I'm not trying to do any work. I'm not trying to do anything. I just want to like close my eyes and go to sleep, just so that way this can pass. But then my anxiety started kicking in. Like I started getting nervous because I started to feel the same way that I felt before my first hospital stay. And that caused it more anxiety. Because I was like, oh my god, am I about to go through another episode? Am I about to socially make myself an outcast again on social media? So I do the next best thing, and I call my brother. He doesn't pick up, however, he tells me he'll call me right back. And the thing is, like, I've never... What's going on, Sean? Wait, no, that's not... Is that Sean? That's not Sean. Which one are you? I know it's been a minute. How you been? I'm just talking about my mental health. I'm doing a live stream of my new podcast. If you want to listen and ask questions, feel free. I figured this would be the best place to do it. So I call my brother. Like we're not that, like, prior to this whole experience, like we weren't that close, and that's just because I felt like I was focusing on what I needed to focus on, and he was taking care of his family. Like, no hard feelings. Like, I don't know. Sometime soon, though. I want to come to the Netherlands. I'm going to get distracted with this chat. So I lost my train of thought. Let me go back. Brother, we're close. So basically, like, as we get through this together, like, one of the things is, like, he was there for me the first go around of, like, this whole mental breakdown. And he may not know what's going on. However, the same thing like me, it's like I don't know what's going on as much as well. But we're gonna figure this out together. Yeah, I'm doing okay now, buddy. I'm just talking about like I have this new podcast called Open Mic'd, which I'm currently doing right now, and I wanted to live stream this on. Thank you, I appreciate that, Sean. I really appreciate that. It's Sean, right? Because I think you were, because it's not 48MX anymore. That's what I'm associating with it. I apologize if that's incorrect. I'm pretty sure the people on the podcast are like, dude, just stop talking to Twitch. We're trying to listen. I appreciate Kapala Monyet asked me, or told me to. Yeah, see, I knew it. I knew it was Sean. He told me to have a happy, healthy 2019, and I really appreciate it. I'll talk to you in a minute. I promise I'll talk to you in a minute. So basically, like, I called him up because, and I also, my girlfriend also, like, they worry about me, and it's scary to go through this alone because you don't know Like this is new for me. This is new for all of us, and they want to care. They want to help, but we all don't know what's going to entail. Like we don't know what's going to happen. I appreciate that, bud. I'll Kapala Manyet Productions. You're good. You're a good dude. You're a good dude. I'll talk to you soon. Promise. Thank you. They both care. They like we're just trying to figure this all out together. So I figured I'd give him a call to let him know, like, hey, I'm going through this. This is what's going on. Like I don't know where to go from here, but this is what's happening. So I started feeling anxious, feeling nervous. I realized that both my roommates are gone for the weekend, and this is the first time in a long time where I'll be home alone, like for an extended period of time. Like I've always wanted my own apartment, but then like this was like actually the first time where I thought like, oh, what fuck, if something happens to me, will anybody be here to like find my body? That type of thing. That was the first time I ever thought about that. Then I immediately thought about like, well, people live by themselves all the time, so I'm pretty sure that would be fine. But like at the same time, I'm just like I'm laughing about it, but I'm like, yeah, that's that could happen. So I call my brother. He doesn't pick up at first, but he says he'll call me right back, and he does. And he asks like what's going on, and I tell him it's like, yo, I'm trying to relax. I want to relax. However, I can't. Like I want to take a nap. I want to go to sleep, but I can't. And I feel I'm starting to get nervous, like I got nervous before the first hospital stay. And actually, prior to all that too, I looked up the symptoms for bipolar depression. And I believe I got 2 of the 5 that I first saw from the first website that I saw. One was, which one? One was having trouble staying asleep at night and staying awake during the day, and 2, like periods of euphoria or depression or like just being completely irritable. I would say, or extended periods of those things. I would say, like for the longest, I was feeling pretty I guess I wasn't feeling euphoric. I was just feeling good. I was feeling upbeat. I was feeling positive. But I definitely was like kind of like, oh shit, I do have that. I do have one of those symptoms. Definitely, I am having trouble sleeping. And so, like, I told him about that, and like he was I felt like he did the right thing, and he just listened. Like he didn't immediately try to like provide a solution. Like he's like, hey, this is what you need to do. You need to do this. You need to do that. Like he asked like genuine questions to like understand what was causing this trigger. And as I'm talking about this out loud right now, I was very fortunate for that, because a lot of times people just want to like fix the situations, like because it's kind of like it's like oh, I don't want it to inconvenience me, so like if this is the problem, then if X is the problem, then Y is the solution. It's not that simple. My brother like straight up asked, like, was just like it, I forget what he asked, but like from what I do, like from the general sense that like he didn't like try to like offer like patches. It's like he asked about the medication. He did ask if I was on it, if I was still taking my meds, which I am. But he just listened, and he helped me. He allowed me to process things like verbally. He allowed me to like come to my own, not conclusions, but own answers as to why I felt the way I felt. And the truth is, like, I felt anxious just because I was just worried about having another breakdown again. I felt very positive that these last 2 weeks have been really good to me, and like everything's just been so good to me. I've accomplished a lot in the last 2 weeks, and part of me was just like I was afraid that I was gonna end up back in the hospital again. Not that I don't want to go to the hospital, but there's that like stigma. It's like, oh, here we go again. Like, you don't want that label on you. Well, I wouldn't say you, but I guess there's that stigma for me that's like, I guess I don't want it to like be like the boy who cried wolf type of thing. But my brother listened, and then he suggested this. He was like, you use that word relax, but the last time you tried to relax, like, it drove you insane. Maybe you can associate that word relax with a different term or phrase, so that way, like, part of the trigger for relaxation is relax. So if we switch up that word, maybe that might help. And it kind of did. It did, actually. Not that it did help. I switched it to breathe. Just breathe. I felt breathing for me in these last few weeks have helped like calm me down. And it's soothing. Like, I'm not the best at like guided meditation. Like, I'm looking to get into yoga. I'm looking to get into more guided meditation sessions, because I feel like those are very, very, very beneficial to me. Maybe to you, but definitely to me. Part of my anxiety of fearing that my body will break down is it's my health. I know, like, as I'm getting older, it's kind of getting harder to shed the weight, and like, I'm trying to, but like, I feel like every time I'm starting to, I accepted the fact that I'm not the physical specimen I once was many moons ago. I was never a physical specimen. That was a joke. But I'm not as young as I used to be, so I gotta listen to my body more. I think we get used to, as far as on an exercise level, for me at least, I used to have this idea. It's like, yeah, I used to be able to go through this many push-ups, sit-ups. I used to, like, I played high school football. Like, I can take on anything. I went through boot camp. I can take on anything. Yeah, I did all that stuff when I was like 16, to 22. I'm 31 now. I may be still young to a lot of people. I may be old to a lot of people. But I'm starting to feel my age. Physically, not mentally. So my health is always like on my concern. Hey, buddy. That's my nephew, Kavika, again. Love you, buddy. So my brother offered me some advice to switch up the term, and I switched it up to breathe, and that helped me out a lot. One thing he said to me that stuck out to me was just like, one thing that's a good sign, at least to him, is that I'm able to identify these triggers. Like, I'm able to identify it before it gets even worse. And to me, that's like the most logical thing to do. Like, I don't want to go through all that stuff again. I don't want to have my family worry about me. There's that feeling that it's like, you don't want to continuously be a nuisance, or you don't want to inconvenience everybody. or anybody. So that's why I do this now. That's why I try to do these like reflection podcasts. So that way I don't know, like I'm just putting myself out there to let others know that you're not alone. This is all new to me. I'm pretty sure that there's some people out there that's been dealing with this thing for years and they're like, fucking pussy. But it's okay though. It's okay. I'm just sharing my story. I'm just speaking my truth. I'm just trying to figure this out and move forward in a healthy manner. If you guys have any questions, feel free to email me at openmicpod@gmail.com and I'll answer them on my podcast. That being said, thank you so much. That was today's session. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you all. Take care.